doing list comprehension today. We're doing Lambda and dictionary comprehension. We had planned to go live at 1:30. Meetings ended early, so we're here now. Good to see you guys. Let's get into some Lambda functional close. Some Lambda. Mostly we're gonna deal with Lambda. That's what I want to deal with. Mostly Lambda. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. So today, Lambda, lists, and dictionaries. Let's get some Lambda going. So I want to play around with Lambda a little bit. So what we can do is you can add a parameter when you define a function to accept another function to execute. So let's say def add number and then function, right? You can define a function here, and then you could say return function, and you can execute the function like this. What we should let's see. Let's check a number here, and then we can say number. And this is very odd. This is unusual pattern. Don't worry, it's not something that you normally do in real life. Then you can say add number, and we say what the number is, 10. And maybe we could do double. This is better. Double number. Double the number, and then our function that we pass in, or how about we manipulate number? Here's better. Manipulate number. Now we're return. We gotta return it. So we're gonna manip the number, and we're gonna say lambda, and then we're going to n for number, and we'll like double it, right? We'll multiply it by 2. N times 2. Manipulate a number. We're gonna manipulate a number. We're gonna double the number, and then we're gonna say doubled equals double 10. Then we'll print double 10. There we go. Let's run this. Get status. I'm just checking where we're at. Okay. Python. We'll do lambda. Oh, we got a syntax error. Do we? Oh, there we go. A little bit of syntax error there. And then we don't need to run this anymore here. So I'll just say, we'll pass this for now, so you can see what's going on. So 10 is 2. All right. 10 is 2. Perfect. We're doing. So we've got to manipulate number. You can pass in a function, and then you can do whatever the function is. You could also manipulate number and add 10. We can do that. Say plus 10 right here. So plus 10. So manipulate number and then add 10. So now our number should be 30. Oh, just kidding. It's broken. Where's the problem, you guys? Where's the problem? Manipulate number. Where's that at here? Oh, right. Because we changed the function name. All right. Perfect. Okay. Boom. 30, guys. Okay, so we got some. What else can we do with Lambda? We can also, so we've got a list here. We've got a list. We can also do reduce, or we can do filter. So let's see, filtered. Yeah, so here, let's see, we'll put more numbers in here. 4, 5, 6. Do 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Might as well. Also because 0, so let's have 11. Perfect. Filtered equals filter. And then we say a comma lambda. We're only doing lambda now. We'll say number is going to be number greater than 5. We'll say greater than or equal to 5. So we can get that pretty symbol right there. This pretty symbol. Okay. Filtered. So I like a filtered. We'll do it like that. Okay. Equals. And we'll say print a filtered. Perfect. Now we get some filtered happening. So let's bold this in. All right, so print a bunch of numbers. So function is not an object, call it function. Where's that at? Where do we do that? Filter. Right. Wait. What's the problem here? Filter. Function is not an iterable. Do we have to do it like this? Do we have to spin it around the opposite direction? No! There we go. Perfect. Hey, wild mods. I could let you know. We'll let you know what lambda is. Here we go. All right, so lambda is a way to define a function inline. So, so here, I'll show you. So see how we have this function right here defined? You could take the same idea and instead say def my function, right? And then you say n, you return, and then you say return like that. So this is really the equivalent. So let me paste this up here. So these two are equivalent, right? So you've got this is equivalent to that. Right? So these two are equivalent. Right here, what you see on the screen, you're looking at essentially an equivalent, and I'll sort of line them up so it's a little bit easier to see. So you can kind of see what's going on here. So these are equivalent. If you look at them like that, lambda. See how many fewer keystrokes you have to do with a lambda, especially if it's a really lightweight function? That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Lambda, isn't this great? See exactly. There's no return here. As you can see right here in the lambda. What you see right there in that lambda, you don't need the return statement. Sorted. Oh, we can do a sort. Can we do a sort? Let's do sort. I think we should do a sort with a lambda. Let's do sort with a lambda. Okay. I want to do a sort with a lambda. Let's do that. Sort, sort, sort. List filter. I want to do sort students. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's go people. Well, P-E-O-P-L-E with spelled properly. People. Or how about this? Chat. We'll say chat because now you know what's going on. Now you know what's going on here. All right. So we'll make an array. We'll say Torva, and then we'll say we'll give you like we'll make it we'll do a little bit extra stuff. Torva is we'll give it what your XP is. We'll do the top chatters. We'll do the top chatters. How do we do that? Top chat. We'll do all chat, live chat. Perfect. Top fans. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's top fans, you guys. All right. So we've got Kyle, Torva, Jinlu, Kevin McAllister. All right. We're typing them in. So we got Kyle, K-Y-L-E, top chatters, you guys. And then we're going to do this. Okay, perfect. And for each chatter, we're going to have a extra parameter with the XP you have. So what we're going to do is we're going to write a sort function here. So let's see here. Is sorted? Is that, okay. So you can use the sorted keyword. Top chat, here we go. So I'm going to say top chat. Thank you for the party poppers, you guys. So we are going to sort by the top chatters. Top chatters, okay. And we need to pass in, what is it here? Chat, comma, and then we're gonna put a lambda. Gina, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in, good to have you. 1200 experience. I know you don't really have that. I'm just doing like a for instance. So we can get things going here. For instance. And it's actually kind of performant. Is it? Scratch is good. It's pretty good. I think Scratch is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Thank you for the hearts and reactions, you guys. All right, so let's do, let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Looking through this. So you have to say key equal, and then you can say lambda now. So now this is where lambda comes in. Now we're in the lambda. Now we can sort by whatever we want. So lambda, so C. So we'll say chatter. Well, I'll say C for chatter, right? And then we say C, and what is it? Z1. Is greater. Wait, isn't it? Hold on. I think that's it. That's it. Okay. So we're going to say sort based on this parameter. Based on this parameter. And that parameter is the score, right? So the score. So what we'll do is say print unsorted chat. This is unsorted chat. Chat. Here we go. Unsorted chat. We'll run that real quick. So you see, we've got unsorted chat here. Actually, I'm going to put this into 2 different print statements. So that way it's a little bit easier to understand. Good. Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right. So we'll get the chat there. So you see unsorted chat here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sort it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to sort it. Iki VP, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to here. What are you programming? Hey, how's it going there? We are programming Python basics. We're doing Python basics right now. And kids in fiction, I can't see her name. And Arun, thank you for subscribing. Everyone's subscribing today, guys. We have so many subscribers. Jellica, oh, that's interesting. I think it's pretty interesting. Python Lambda example, guys. Sorting. Yep, you got it. Kyle got it. That's what we're doing. Thank you, Kyle. So here is an unsorted, right? So I'll say unsorted chat, right? Unsorted. And then we're going to do the sorted chat right now. So we got top chat. So let's print this out now. We'll print it out just like before. And then we will print out the top chat. Top chat. That's sorted, right? Basically sorted, right? Hey, developer Samuel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome on in. Get this. I'm going to run this. And we will see if we get the top chat. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's sorted backwards. It sorted the opposite direction. It went the opposite direction. So what we could do is, I think maybe, can we do negative to make it go the other way? Descending. Hey, there we go. Descending order. Oh, let's see what I did there. I put a little negative symbol on it to do descending order, right? So you get, otherwise, if you sort it the opposite direction, right? So now it's like not top chat without it, right? Let's see here, save, and see, not top chat. So now see it's going from lowest to highest, which is ascending order, right? And then if I wanted to, I just would put a little unary operator right there. A little bit of a unary operator right on that. And now we have a nicely and happily sorted top chatters. So that was a pretty good amount of Lambda. I think we spent enough time on Lambda now because we're 50 minutes in. We're 50 minutes in. So that was a good amount of Lambda there. A good amount of Lambda. Look at all this Lambda goodness. It's so good. So good. Okay. Get status. Get add. Let's do actually vi readme real quick. No, did we do Lambda? I would say essentially, we're good enough on that. It is. It's a node. It's a node system, right? It's actually pretty straightforward, right? Vi binary tree.py, right? You say, class node. And then you say, what is it? You got a left, like left and right, right? And then the data, you got a left node, right node, left. Well, actually, what we have to do is we have to say def underscore init underscore. This is Python, and we have self here. Self dot left equals a node, all right? And then right. Well, actually, you want to keep it as null for now. Make it null. Oh, none. None in Python, right? None in Python. And then you have data, self.data. And then you can initialize with the data. You say equals data. Now look, now over the map. This is a way to iterate. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Iterate over lists easily. Like it's a nice. And then you can apply, iterate over list, and apply a function to it. That's it. It's basically a really clean way to do iteration. And that's kind of what we did here. And your function is defined right here. This is where your function is. This part right here. And then you can also filter. So let's show you how to do a filter. Map plus filter. Say if x greater than 5. So you can add a extra filter right here at the end of the list comp. So you can filter things out. So map plus filter. So let's do this. We'll just do regular x. So there we go. And now you've got a list with a number without anything below 5. Let's do greater than or equal to make that prettier. Make it a little bit prettier. There you go, you guys. There you go, right here. Right there, you guys. So you can see the difference between the two. Right there, right there. Is it a for loop? Just playing? Yes. It's a for loop. You got it. You figured it out. What is Python list comprehension? It's a for loop. You put it in brackets, and then it generates a new list for you. A new list. Ooh, KV for KV and ooh, what is that? What are you doing? All right, I'm gonna copy paste that. What is D for item in D? What is D? If V not equal to none. If V not equal to none. All right, so what is this here? Neva, you typed in something interesting. Let's check it out. So obviously, enumerating range of 10 and enumerate will give us, so watch this. I'll show you, right, ready? We'll give you the idea. So Python, we'll say enumerate like that. And you say range 10. And that will give you, so then you can say for key, comma, value in. Then you can say print key, print F. We'll do the F stuff here. Key like this, key equals, and also at the same time we'll do the value, and then the value equals in bracket go. Good, sounds happy to me. Perfect. So you can see here it's basically giving us the ability to generate a dictionary. That's what we're doing. You could do it different. You could absolutely do it different. But it's not that important. You can technically just do VV. All right. Neva, you bring a really good point. Why don't we just do VV? All right. We're going to do it. We're going to simplify it. Neva, you are absolutely right. VV. We're going to do that. Here we go. For VV. Yep. Let's get simplified. We don't need enumerate anymore. You got rid of it. Look how much cleaner that code is, Neva. Thank you. Never change a running system. I know, right? Okay, never mind. Let's see if it still works. Python, hey, there it goes. It does exactly what we wanted it to do. So it filters out all the none items. Kaz, good to see you, Kaz Shah. We just finished dictionary comprehension. We did some list comprehension, and we did a little bit of